Oh, so ghetto. So ghetto. What's up, everybody? I am doing another live because listen, if you are either a part of my community or you're either a part of my community or you just following me for advice and tips, I'm about to give y'all one. I'm about to give y'all a good one. And that is sell or be sold. Okay? I need y'all to hear me on this one. I've recently revamped my brand from Betty Boss University to the Boardroom Society. Okay? Make sure is this shirt? Y'all, don't judge me. And so, since doing that, I've had to become the version of myself that is feeling qualified to sit in the boardroom. Okay? Sitting in the boardroom, creating deals, creating relationships, things like that. I've had to become the person able to do that. Okay? All right. So, becoming that person, let's say I took my baddie bossness and now I'm becoming this person. There is still things that the baddie boss would do that cannot happen in the boardroom. It's thought processes that can't be in the boardroom that the baddie boss might have had, things that I might have done, people that I might have communicated with. I can no longer communicate with them at that level. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. It was a book that I read by Grant Cardone called Sell or Be Sold. And I really, really want, as we go into this new year, 2026, I really, really want to go into this new year where, you know, you all are able to truly, truly, truly get what's yours. Okay? When you go into the boardroom, you have to have the mindset and the thought process that it's mine. It's mine. What I want is mine. This situation, we gonna work it out for how I want it to work out. We're not gonna work it out to what you want it to work out. We gonna work sell or be sold. What's wrong with my eye? I don't know if it's my lighting, but something just look weird with my eye. Let me see. I'm just look weird with my eye. All right. And so when you have a mindset of I'm going to sell or I'm going to be sold, you as a woman in business, one thing I've learned about women in business is women don't want to be rejected. Okay? Women do not want to be rejected. And so they skirt around rejection because they don't want to hear the word no. They don't want to either say the word no or they don't want to hear the word no. And let me tell you, child, you can't be like that in the boardroom. You cannot be like that in the boardroom. You cannot be scared to have somebody tell you no. And I understand that a lot of people, that's where they are. That's where they're going to be. That's where they're going to stay. So that's why they're going to hop from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing, because they're going to think, well, it'll get easier if I sell this. If I sell hair, everybody need hair. They'll buy hair. Everybody need food. I'll sell plates. You'll jump from thing to thing because you think it's easier to sell it rather than it's not easier to sell anything. It's not easy to sell shit because of people. You know, it's not the you think it's the product. You think it's, I have this glass. You think it's this glass. Oh, it's the glass is good. It's a good glass. Child, it's not the glass. It's about the person buying the glass. It's about finding the right person to buy the glass. It's, for example, if you're single and you want to be married, you are a good product. You are a good person. You're this, you're that. You're a good, suitable candidate. But that doesn't matter if there's nobody to buy your product. Right? Nobody that's wanting to date you or take you, you know? So you have to expose yourself to more and more and more and more people. And this is where women stop. You know, not talking about dating, but this can apply to dating too. But they stop because they don't want to keep exposing themselves to more people. People get caught up in, oh, my family doesn't want to buy my product. And then they stop there. That's why it take people 2 years to shut down their business. Because in 2 years, they realized, hey, Kendra, their family wasn't going to buy their shit. It took them 2 years to figure that out, of crying and trying to perfect the product. Learning that it was never the product. It was the person buying the product. And so you think, I see this a lot, especially what we do with AI. You got to get out and display your value. Exactly. Especially what we do with AI, me and Kendra. A lot of people think, man, I got to learn some more. I got to learn some more. I got to learn some more. I got to learn some. And they just, you know, it's nothing wrong with educating yourself, right? You should educate yourself. But it comes to a point where it's not even about what you know. It's about getting it out to people. And the first step is getting out to your friends and family. And either they going to buy it, they going to support you, or they're not. And so that's where a lot of women shut down and they quit. So this is where women shut down, is they don't want to sell. They don't want to sell. And Lee, Baddie Boss Lee, hey Jessica girl, I sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it. Old Lee would have been like, okay, oh well, y'all don't want to sell. Y'all don't want to promote. Y'all find where y'all at y'all 9 to 5. Your business is your side hustle. Okay. I'm fine with that. You know, I can't make the transition that I've just made between 2 weeks ago and now is that even though you may not want a business, there are still certain attributes as a I don't even want to say an alpha female, but just as somebody who wants to take charge of their life. You feel what I'm saying? As somebody who wants to take control of their life. It's not even about business at this point. Do you want to take control over your life, or do you want to still always be hoping and praying somebody come out there and save you? You get what I'm saying? So you got to decide where you want to be. And if you don't want to be waiting on somebody to save you, give you opportunity, that's something you could do at your own job. You could have a 9 to 5 and say, you know what? I want to raise. I want to make more money at this job. Or I want a better job. I want a different job. Right? You're going to hear the word no there. But some of us won't even go apply for the job because we're afraid of hearing no. And so I talk to women all day, child, and I could just understand that, sweetheart. If you either can't say no, and that's another flip on the flip side. We're gonna get back to being able to hear no, but some of us can't even tell people no. We can't tell people no. We're afraid of telling someone no, and that's how we end up in situations we don't want to be in. That's how we end up paying for shit we don't want to pay for. If y'all don't want to pay for certain things, that's fine. But also, understand this. Ain't shit in this world free. Okay? I do all kind of promotions and offers and all this other stuff, but ain't shit free. So, you need to be aware of what you're putting yourself into because you saw something was free. You know, you need to be aware of that. And you also need to be aware of, on the flip side, who you're getting in bed with because they offering something to you for free. You get what I'm saying? So just, ladies, I'm talking to my ladies. We gotta grow some goods. You know, we gotta grow a pair. Either A, I can go and I can promote myself and I'm fine with hearing the word no, and it's okay because guess what? No is not going to kill me. If y'all are too afraid to promote yourselves, I don't care what you sell. I don't care if you're selling a product. I don't care if you're trying to get on a television show. I don't care if you're trying to go on a date. I don't care if you're trying to get a job. I don't care if you're trying to get a raise. I don't care if you're trying to apply for a loan or a grant or whatever. You are going to hear the word no. And it is not going to kill you. So you got to be either ready to hear it and say, okay, what's my next move? This is where you can possibly negotiate, right? Let's say, not even negotiate, but understand, okay? This is not negotiation. This is an understanding. If somebody tells you no, and you know that you want something, you need to figure out what needs to happen to turn that into a yes. You feel what I'm saying? That's why when I talk to people who are interested in my services and they say no, my next question is, well, do you A, not want this at all? Or is it just I don't want it right now situation? Okay? Because we can figure out what we figuring out. We can get real fast about what we're doing. We can get real fast about what we're doing. So we ain't got to argue. We ain't got to, you got to get real specific about who you are and where you're going. I think it's so many women that are fucking lost. And they're just riding the wave of what's popular at this very second in their life. And a lot of y'all need to step back. A lot of y'all need to step back. Y'all need to step back. And here's the thing, what I'm trying to say. Because 2 weeks ago, Lee Campbell, 2 weeks ago, would have just said, forget all y'all. Because I would have thought people are a lost cause. But I don't think people are a lost cause. I think they need a reality. They need an uncomfortable moment. Right? They need an uncomfortable moment because when I talk to people that when you're in the boardroom, you are prepared. Okay? Let me tell y'all. When you come into the boardroom of life, there are people that are either they got lost and ended up in the boardroom. Okay? They're lost. They're just there. They bring no value. They're confused. They're lost. They're uninterested. They're disinterested, right? And then you have people running the room. You have people running the room. Which one you want to be? Do you want to be the person that's just like, well, I'm just here for free bagels? Or do you want to be the person that says, I'm here for a reason. This is what we're going to discuss. This is what I'm getting out of it. This is how I'm going to benefit from it. And this is what's happening. This is what I'm here for. Some of y'all need to, as we go into 2026, as we continue through 2026, you need to evaluate who you are. You need to have a come to Jesus meeting with yourself. And you need to identify what the fuck you're doing. Because some of y'all just taking up space. And if that's the way you want to live, okay, you can't sit at my table. You feel what I'm saying? You can't sit at my table and be lost. Not in my boardroom. No, I'm going to tell you to get the hell up and get out. That's what I'm going to tell you in 2026 is get the hell up and get out, because you need to go back to your desk and you need to figure out what you're doing before you come sit in my presence. You get what I'm saying? And that shit may sound cocky to you, but when you in the boardroom, you got to be a little cocky. You got to be a little cocky because you got to let everybody know I'm here for a reason. You may be here for bagels and fruit and cream cheese. Turn on reactions to it. What? Add effects using hand gestures. Turn on reactions to express yourself with the hand gesture. I don't even know what that was. Okay. In 2026, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm really, really telling y'all. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. So the rich have a few things they have in common. Things they do, things they don't do. You get what I'm saying? People who have, and the thing about it being the rich is not even about money. It's not a certain amount of money in your bank account. It's a mentality that you have about time. A lot of y'all don't realize that time is the most important thing you have. A lot of y'all don't realize that. Most people don't realize that. Most people will never realize that. Okay? I'm helping y'all out now. I'm really, really helping y'all out. Most people will never understand, hey Bernadette, that time is the most valuable asset that they have. Okay? I know y'all have heard that. Time is money. I know y'all heard that. But what y'all don't understand is your time on this earth, on this planet, is limited. It's very limited. And what's crazy is you have no idea how much time you have left. That's what makes it even more valuable. Because, see, we could assume, all right, well, I'm going to live to 80. That would be nice if we all could put that time frame on our life and say, we're going to live to 80. So if you're 40, you got 40 years. But time don't work like that. Life don't work like that. Your time could be up next year. Some of y'all may not make it to 2027. So in 2026, what you finna do? That is why time is valuable. Because what the fuck are you finna do for the next 364 is all you can decide right now. That's all you need to decide right now. Some of y'all don't know what y'all finna do ever. And you never have and you never will. And I'm not talking to that person, okay? I mean, I'm not talking to that person. I'm talking to that person who says, you know what? I'm tired of living the exact same way every year. Stephanie, girl, you see I'm acting up. I'm acting up today because 2 weeks ago, Lee Campbell wouldn't have cared, Stephanie. Stephanie, you know where we were. You know where we was. 2 weeks ago, Lee Campbell wouldn't have gave a damn. She would have said, good luck and good riddance. But I realized that it was because I was so focused on entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur, you got to be a boss. Got to be a baddie boss. But everybody is not a baddie boss. Everybody is not an entrepreneur. That doesn't mean that they're not an investor. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. That doesn't mean that they're not investing, because everything you do is an investment. Your time is an investment. Everything you watching is live. What you finna go do, what you finna go eat, where you finna go. It's an investment. So everybody is an investor at the end of the day. So my goal is to help you, or however many people I can, make better investments with their life. You know why? Because if y'all can think better and higher, that means if the people around me, can uplift me. I'm always uplifting others. But if y'all can uplift yourself first, then you can uplift the people around you too. So I will give that. I will give that where I am pouring into people. But I'm not pouring into you just for the fuck sake of it. Okay? I'm not telling you, yeah, girl, you need to sell these glasses. This is $1 million idea. I'm not telling you that shit no more. Because that's not even true. Especially when you don't even have the discipline to make it into something. So that's okay. That's okay. I'm not mad at you for that. You got to be kind of crazy to be a business owner. That is the truth. You got to be kind of crazy. You got to be kind of crazy to be a business owner. I can't lie. I think that's what's wrong with me. Like, I'm a little crazy. But you still need to determine what you're doing with your time. Whether you want to start a business or not, you need to determine what you're doing with your time. And if you want to stay on TikTok and Instagram and just scroll for the next 50 years of your life, okay. I'm not mad at you. I don't have to argue with you. I don't have to debate with you or any of that. Like, that's not where we are. I'm cool with it. But what I will say, for those who do want to learn, you have to come into the boardroom with the mindset that I am creating my own reality. I am creating my own opportunity. And I'm not going to bullshit you. And so I don't want you to bullshit me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to be a little aggressive. And I think as women, we think soft life and soft. But I think that's fucking up our bag. And it's fucking up our reality because we're being too passive with what's happening on a day-to-day basis. We're being too passive with what's happening on a minute-to-minute basis. We are living in fucking la-la land. I swear, I talk to women online all day. And I'm like, are you okay? Because it's like, you don't know what you're saying. You don't know where you are. You forgot to send this. You forgot that. I'm like, are you okay? I can see if you had 5 kids and you got all this going on. But, like, are you okay? If you're not okay, it's because you're saying yes to too much shit that you need to say no to. Okay? You got to be a little crazy delusional. Absolutely, Eric. You absolutely do. And so that's why I'm not going to push that on y'all no more, because I can't tell y'all to be crazy. Just be crazy. You know, I'm not encouraging people to be crazy, but I will encourage you to take control over your life. I will encourage every single one of y'all to take control over your life and to take control over your time and what you are putting your time and investing into. Okay? Some of y'all need to bring it back. You need to breathe. You need to slow down. Some of y'all need to log the fuck off of social media. And I know I'm on social media right now. So wait till I'm done with my live. But some of y'all need to log the fuck off of social media for a second. And observe whether you are happy with where you are. Okay? Some of y'all need to log off and have a moment of clarity within yourself without TikTok. Some of y'all is on TikTok all day. Not even TikTok. Social media, your phone, all day, all day, all day, all day. And I swear to God, it's sucking out your brain cells. Your time is valuable. Please use it. Please use it. Because once you master your time, your energy, then you can master your money. Then you can master your money, baby. But I know, like, being a business coach and stuff, I be trying to help people with their business, not realizing that they mind ain't even there yet. Their mind, you can get a website, Instagram, all of that. But your mind of what is the value that you own, you have no clue about that. Be strategic on how you are using social media, especially my business owners. Exactly. Hey, Dynasty. Be strategic about what you're doing every single minute of your life. I know some of y'all, not y'all on here, but y'all living in fucking la la land. And I know it because, like I don't use, like, okay, this is boardroom talk. This is boardroom talk. Because, see, I never want to sound arrogant and like I know everything. I'm here and there. Hell no. But what I do know is I am a producer in this society. Okay? Let me say that for the people in the back, because some of y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I am a producer. I create products. I create services. I create content. So most people are consumers. All they do is consume. They don't produce shit. And that's why they don't have nothing. Okay? You want to be a producer. Okay? If I'm going to push one to the side of you want to be a producer. Okay? I ain't saying you need to be an Instagram famous girly. I'm not saying you need to be on TikTok going live 18 times a day. I'm saying you need to produce some shit and stop consuming on social media or television or whatever you're consuming all damn day, because you're not getting anywhere in your life. Okay? All right, y'all. I ain't trying to sound mad. I start with mindset for all of my clients, because yes, it starts there. Girl, and Dynasty is a business coach, so y'all might need to give her, because it really does start there. It really, and see, I grew up as an entrepreneur. You know, I've been selling candy. How many of y'all, Stephanie, I know we was selling candy. Let me tell y'all, one time I cried because somebody stole my bag of candy. Like, they ran off on the plug. They ran off on the plug. I feel like I got jacked for my drugs. But anyway, I remember crying. I had to be in like 5th grade. I was crying. Don't judge me. But my point is, some of us been raised as entrepreneurs our whole life. So that tenacity, audacity, discipline, consistency is natural. We looking at everybody else like, why you want to work a job? I mean, I know I was like, you want to work a job? You know, and so, but that's not everybody. And so it's really, really hard to convince somebody, because jobs are cool. Jobs are like safe. You know, they're you get what you put out. You get what you put out. So I'm not even trying to get y'all to start a business anymore. But I do want y'all to boss the fuck up. Okay? You don't have to own a business to be a boss. And that's what I'm learning. Being a boss and being a leader in your life means stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. It's not cute. I don't know who need to hear that shit, but it's not cute. I have unfriended and blocked so many people because they have wasted their time. Because somebody who wastes their time will continue to waste your time. And so I've had to let them go and say, fly away, little bird. Like, go waste someone else's time because you're not finna keep wasting my fucking time. Okay? Let me let that as a public service announcement. If you are on my page and you are wasting my fucking time all day, I am going to block you. All right? So, I just wanted to put that out there. And the reason why you're wasting my time is because you are afraid of saying no. You are afraid of saying no to things that are constantly wasting your own time. So you're wasting your time, and then you want to waste my time, and the buck stops here with me. Okay? When you in the boardroom, think of me as like, not your boss, but I am a boss. And so the boss don't want to hear nothing else other than this is what we're doing. This is what we're working on. This is the result. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. That's it. Like, talk to me like an adult. Don't treat me like I'm not a real person. I'm a real person. I do real things. And I will treat you like you're an adult. Y'all get what I'm saying? Some of y'all ain't picking up what I'm putting down. You will figure it out at some point. But treat me like an adult. I will treat you like an adult. You comment on my shit. You asking questions. I'm going to do my customer service due diligence, and I'm going to reply to you. Act like you don't see my shit if you want to. Okay? This is where we are in 2026. Because I have given and given and given and given and given and given. And it's time for some of y'all to start giving back or getting the fuck on. And that's said with love and respectfully. Okay? So anyway, y'all. I'm through acting up. It's the second day of the year. And I'm lit. I'm lit like I'm on a natural high right now. And I'm not dealing with people who are playing games with themselves. Because you're not going to be able to play games with me. Because I don't play games. Like, I'm serious. Like, I am a serious ass business owner. You know, like, sometimes people think this shit is about being friendly. No. We working. I have to tell people, I'm at work. You think this is social media and so? No, this is my job. I got 8 people depending on me. So everything you doing, you having fun, I get it. I love that for you. But this is not about fun for me. This is about funding. Okay? I'll be nice. I'll educate. I'll teach. I do my freebies. I do this. I do that. But at the end of the fucking day, this is a business. And it may not be for you. And I'm okay with that. But it is for me. And you need to respect that. All right? And you need to respect yourself first. Because when you respect yourself, you won't even go to nobody on some weird shit. You won't even go to nobody on that. Right? Like, I'm not sitting here. I'm not like the homeless person with the cup out. Anybody? No. This is transactional. You want this, I want this. And see what we do, what the problem is sometimes we put money above everything else and act like, well, you want my money, so I'm better than you. No. Somebody wants your money and you want what they got. It's a transaction. It's always a transaction. And that's what y'all got to learn when y'all go into the boardroom. I was selling I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I get off. I go too far. Produce more than you consume. Come on, come on. My mama was the candy lady. Shout out to your mama. See, the OG hustle. The OG hustle. The OG hustle. Mindset is everything. As a personal finance coach, I do the same. Mindset is everything. I was selling candy since middle school. Selling candy helped me pay for prom and get my cap and gown. Go, girl. You speaking today? Yes. Funding. Yes. Damn, I was about to say something soon. Anyway, y'all, I was just about to say, like, in 2026, boss up yourself. Don't do shit for me. Don't do shit for Lee. Don't do it for Lee. Do it for yourself. Have some damn, I keep wanting to say have some balls, but like I don't want to say that. But just have some boss in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know as women, we're supposed to be so nice. Stop being nice. Stop being nice and be fucking professional. That's what I need y'all to go into 2026. Stop trying to be nice and friendly and be professional. Be authoritative. Have the audacity. Have the audacity. When me and my clients be talking, we be like, act like you a white man. Move like you a white man. Talk like you a white man. But just have some tenacity. Just stop wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Stop wasting your time. Like you ain't doing nothing to me. Stop wasting your time. Go into these situations. Every conversation is a deal. And I know some of y'all y'all not gonna pick up what I'm putting down, and I get that because this ain't for everybody. But everything is a transaction of energy, time, or money. Okay? So you got to figure out what exactly is this conversation doing for me. For real. You got to be like that, especially if you want to be a successful businesswoman. Because people will waste your time all day if you allow them to. So it first starts with the mindset is my time is valuable. Then once you figure out your time is valuable, you'll stop connecting with people who don't value their own time. You'll start setting boundaries. You'll start making public service announcements. You'll start stopping them immediately, because sometimes if people are used to dealing with the past version of you, they won't know how to take the new version. They'll be like, well, why all of a sudden you setting boundaries now? Because I had to. I want to be a new person. I want new things. I want new results. And that requires me to let everybody know what it is and what it ain't. Okay? You don't have to work with me. I am quite fine with that. But you're not going to waste my time. That's what you're not finna do. Okay? So, all right, you guys. 2026 is about for possession, ownership, owning what we are doing in each step. Exactly. I'm with that, Dynasty. I love your name. All right, you guys. I will talk to y'all later.